This now Komon-Tok, in case you don't know. Oh yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to his sweet, sweet mamas alone. Now we all for come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make alone. Anytime where you day, anytime where you go, everything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tanga one, inside Sierra Leone. Let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Slpp. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Slpp. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in Komon-Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in Komon-Tok.
From the streets of it down to the world beyond, we the yarn about the things we the hold strong. Political talks we no go shy, migration stories should no go die. Entertainment we go dance to the beat, health and well-being make we rise from we sit. This now we platform, we go speak the truth. For the young and the old, now we voice with the roots. Komon-Tok, you go hear we loud. We no go hide, we go make we proud. From Salon to the world, we the stand the talk. Come here we are, now we message for all. Komon-Tok, this now we voice. R&B soak, we make the choice. From politics to health, we the stand firm. Migration and vibes, we the confirm. Komon-Tok, now the place to be. We the yarn and
Yes, family, welcome back to yet another very, very important segment where they come through the Komon-Tok platform. And just like any other day, we know they're done with Komon-Tok there. And so today, one of the Komon-Tok we'll get for can pay attention to better one. You know, they can say karma. People in garden can end up. We don't call it karma now. You know? Paran Tarawally, he put himself at the spotlight. Like I say, it's Ibalek, karma, and that's what it look like. And it just like what they say, perfect, what they say, ironclad evidence for any future administration. This nice snitch himself. Can you imagine? Nice snitch himself. Now, not to say people may not be know some of them here, but what more is somebody can say? Yeah, assuming there's, and they suspect somebody say kill, you know, for example, and they and people in the talk that woman, the person can boast of that now, and they I just the nailer. When I happened to the interview with Paran Tarawally G na Bonto blog, boasting of in manipulating the entire speakership of parliament, but another MP Obidede, he gets a message for her. But I want to pick patience today. Now that make we not get for put much talk now on this one. We can put for you Lahai Marah. It makes some just very strong position where I'm sure this new entirely, but it's good when it come out from other people and like maybe politicians because sometimes people don't really know what they happen. Nobody know the talk. Nobody seems to be talking. He taking time, he categorize, he explain, he define Udana Paran. He explained, he also blast Samura, say, if not so because of Samura, maybe Paran will get time selfie before they talk to. Maybe if they begin to think of how for answer to other legal things that we do. And see now them bidden at parliament, see them they will not be known. Afa for be but some of them they can't hear now. And he warned the government. They said they're ready for the 2028, and perhaps anything will get for happen, it will happen, even if not all out war. Anyway, very strong statement. If time permits, we on this analysis, we are faced on the parliament again. What's in the happen currently? These are one of the best paid MPs in Africa. Yes, one of the best paid. I know say some money go, how they be best paid MPs we the forest. Ironic, not so. It's honorable, it's honorable. But that is how it, and that's what happened. Now, a lot of time people argue, say, okay, let them pay them money well. Let them take care of it. So then go stand firm for the people. Because if MP, not they pay sufficiently, if MP maybe get for worry about in rent, in family, yeah, and they go in there in work. So don't pay them enough, make them work. But you see the result, not so. For the first time, we get some laws that will not just make any sense. In fact, on this same parliament, we see there's a same allegation against themselves, say then take order somebody no evidence, strong evidence against and this is what we say. The interside, the organization, the body where they look after all the auditors, statement, even the regional bodies as a statement, exonerates them people, get the parliament, go ahead and remove them, and guess what? Then come back, snitch themselves, publicly say, and collect bribe. If you have him, not so. Anyway, so like I say, this conversation is long, but trust me, you go and listen. It gets a lot for let you learn from this. All right. When we come, of course, Burkina Faso see people protests across the world, more or less like solidarity protest, We go check the international news. Israel don't resume campaign. In a shocking news, we can just announce Benjamin Netanyahu wants to cap entire Gaza Strip and continue with it. Now, thousands of people move to skelter. We get to Sierra Leone and there, with Sierra Leone and border, they work as aid. And I remember the Sierra Leone way the king key humanitarian honor that award we say first black person Sierra Leone get this new king. He did a try for time national network. All right, they can't just have it's a bit too well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to his sweet mamas alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salon. Anytime where you pay, anytime where you go, anything you do.
All right, yes, straight to the point. We not get nothing for waste. People in the say the voice. Please let me know now the comment section if everything is fine. People family confirm for we if everything is fine before we start. Now they get you loud and clear. Yeah, we know, yeah. Bine Suma, we say we break up. I don't know if you clear now. Sounds okay. Okay. Abdul Kaba. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Okay. So what will they do? Now, this clip, they get for day forever. Me and you together for pass away. This clip, where's Paran? I'm sure, I don't know. at this time, perhaps, if I don't regret. Because guess what? SLPP no go then at power forever. And with this kind of indictment where you don't indict itself, any administration can consider for say, okay, law look into that. Law look into investigate. Yeah, it's simple as that. You don't go to now which aunt because you're on record. You are on record. Campbell, as always, don't do said the fifth so by waiting, sharing is caring. Now, with a flash you because it's not just 2 minutes. Listen what you talk, and you can listen in comping parliamentarian. And with certain talk the way you say, wow, really? We know they waste time.
Witch man then. Me waiting on a witch doctor. So it only takes the witch doctor for know waiting the witch man want do and forestall him. You don't understand? So sometimes I call myself the political ariabo. Because when I reach the witch man self, the day in a state of constant panic. So I reach Falaba. The people of Falaba elect the SLPP. But unfortunately, because of the intimidative strategies of the APC, the people not be able to do anything for support the SLPP.
You get approval for that?
I get approved because when I reach Falaba, I raise the votes of the SLPP from 7% in 2012 to 48.77%. This not been just one term. Fast forward 2023, President Biose Paran go back. And I went again to Falaba and I raised it from 48.77% to 69%. So that is to tell you this is a practical politician. This is the politician who tell you say, I want win 2028. He don't begin demonstrate how they win 2028. Okay? Fast forward, coming to parliament. In 2018, we won and we came to parliament. APC had 68 MPs. SLPP had 49 MPs. I was clerk of parliament, the chief electoral commissioner of parliament. And I was tasked with the responsibility for make sure, say, the speakership come to the SLPP. Because of the ruling government. What do you mean for like be in the ruling, then the opposition take the speakership? It means say you become stagnated. And nothing only happen at this state if parliament not sanction. And I knew of this. And me, a man will get political eye. And because I get political eye, I say, no action or the way they take. Why not the first way the political implication? If we sit down at APC, take the speakership, SLPP is done. So I now bring some MAPREDI inside. Political MAPREDI. I know how I engage. I know what I do. Everybody see the result, but they don't know how I achieve the result. I achieved it and I made sure the SLPP gets the speaker. So this is to tell you, this is not the Paran. If he say they win 2028, he don't demonstrate how they win.
All right, so political map reading. You know I engage. You know what you do. All this now investigation again are part of the lead story there. Like I say, anybody where any administration or any kind of commission of inquiry would get for sets, these are questions we don't go ask. Waiting at the political, what you engaging, what you play. Would I ensure? Is it a crime for let you get the parliament run by the opposition and then the government run by the incumbents, the sitting government? Is it a crime for letting opposition run a parliament whilst you still get a government who different from the opposition? It happens many times in the world, and for say it's stagnated, it depends on the policy you want to count. If not the count policy were not good for the country, definitely challenge will come. But then we just want to get smooth right. This is not the genesis we up to now. We talk about a parliament where they're not even go work safe, and not to me say not even the speaker of parliament. But forget about what I say. Listen to this man. Open, Lord, can say, let me get open mind. And this is not about APC. It's not about SLPP. It's about Sierra Leone democracy. How certain people, then just look, we they destroy ourselves. Look how the world they play today. Everybody they manage in small corner. The world will be hub up today. The super world power there, the moral guarantors there will be look forward to. It's clear now from the writing that the world say we are on our own. Yes. Yeah. Anyway. You can.
the district chairman for the APC in Falaba district. I listened to Paran Tarawally, where they try for convince SLPP supporters them for make them supporter for the SLPP Secretary General. And in that campaign, a talk on the waiting Iduna Falaba district and also Parliament, the previous one. So are they responding in that regard? First with Falaba district. Even with the screwed, the fake result we can release in Falaba district, SLPP not get 69%. The 69% we been talk about, 9 SLPP been don't put aside for get na Falaba district. The 69%, that was their target. Then 50, they don't do enough na Falaba district, then we able to get 69%. Why this target? Because of the by-election where we lost the council chairman, late Sajoba, the SLPP come in newly, now that's really them being get. You know, them get that intimidation, beat people there, and APC being there in disarray. It's like we not even campaign. Now we come into the general election. Then we forget the greatest shock in Falaba district. In fact, the impact of that, the effect, most of the SLPP stakeholders in Falaba district, like Ambassador Alijero Kamara, the Saka, Kelly Conte was removed from defense minister to advisor to the president. In fact, SF now almost sack. Mati Conte then pull him from Minister of Children Affairs, Gender and Children Affairs to a Minister of State, now Vice President office, to a mere secretary without, they attend cabinet, parliamentary approval. So they reduce him to a mere secretary to the Vice President office. Now, because President Bio not be satisfied with the Falaba result, which waiting them you not tell him. Now, waiting happen at the Falaba 2023. Yes, Paran did it. They been did it with parliamentary staff, plenty of for them. Where some of them parliamentary staff there, then be recruit them for work with NEC for rig the elections in Falaba. They also been did it with police them. We're fully armed aside the normal police we then deploy in Falaba district. So they use them police there for intimidate people there. They been so active, a whole weapon, they threaten people there. After we don't see meet the frustration of Falaba district. They don't realize the people there absolutely change. So the LUC at that time na Falaba district, na be LUC Yamba. In fact, they not retire himself now. He be one old drunkard fellow. He was like almost a party agent for the SLPP. So in certain areas, we will not be able to monitor. We able to monitor like Dankawali. Then take a party agent, then grab them, then vote for themselves. Because they don't see now the frustration. Paran being for going to one police station because him in the hide throughout the Falaba district. Later during the elections, Falaba very big. If you access from one area, from the last area near Kabbalah to the end, now almost like 150 miles. And very difficult terrain. So you go now one of the village we then call Kafaya, with military and police officers. Beat people and they remove a party agent, they vote for themselves. So in other areas now, so they end up for do. In Mongo and Syria. With all of that one day, the neighbor get 50% too. We beat the Nafalabad district. If you can remember when Konemi called the fake result, a call we cancelled chairman in name 3 times. In fact, he refused for call Sorisi say in name. Because he understands say na Falaba na APC win Falaba. But that's it. Well, we know they stop the SLPP for me and choose whosoever they want for choose. But Paran before now one kind of a ragamuffin fellow, we go all behind and they go lose in voting, they pass that parliament. That is in 2012, we all go parliament together. Now that kind of fellow. They go there inside in vehicle, then small picking, the whole day they pass inside Bow Town. That is the Paran. The people of Bow Town reject and no give symbol. Because of in attitude and the exposure. I believe say the people of Bow Town or the constituents where they represent them, they are decent. They don't give symbol. So that frustration they've been sinking away SLPP win, they can clerk of parliament. Clerk of parliament, he turned parliament like a marketplace. Build boutique inside parliament. Destroy the entire system of parliament, a count, then small picking the young girls, increase the parliamentary staff to over 300%. It just been employed. So parliament even turn like a university. Like IPAM or FBC sort of. We say all kind person there. That's why it do parliament. At the end of the day, a begin employ staff there. We know they are the parliamentary roster, but they pay them money. And one of such person can be in wife. We all been see with them suspend them for a while later, but Kaifala clear them and go back to work. And this Paran, on several occasions during the 2018 Parliament, the Honorable Tawadongo na radio with an accuser of corruption. Now, a very corrupt fellow, that is a fact. But let me tell you, Paran, let me tell you this. The SLPP lucky forget a leader like Samura Kamarao. I make Madabuna a very lucky fellow will get away with this. Like Samura Kamara, I make una lucky. It's not that you get toggery in your system than the APC. No, you know ever. Una check the by-election na Bafodia. Una know waiting past day. Una check the by-election na Tonkolili. Una know waiting past day. Una know you do shishi. The SLPP know you do APC shishi. We blame you guys not. We blame Samura Kamara. Now I make the SLPP now for they celebrate that Monday. If you see some of them, they get the mind and can radio and talk today. Na Samura Kamara. And Samura Kamara say, he no want blood spill. He no want blood. He say he no fit in fight for blood. He say he believe say Madabio is a killer. These are the statements of Samura Kamara. So he's not going to fight. Now we are going to put Samura Kamara aside for 2028. We are equally prepared. Make I tell you, 2028 is going to be nothing else but for announce the APC party. Nothing. We know they accept any other result because you know why? The people are absolute. The people ready for vote against the SLPP party and they voted against you guys in this 2023. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. The result they enjoy all they enjoy so all ministers, including you Paran will get job today, na mother bio, not to any other person else. Will get the mind and grip the result through the help of Kone. You lost the elections, and that's what don't tell you say talk you know the work. But the next elections we go put somebody we go ready for be president. We go ready for protect the people and vote. That is what matters. Una carry the police, make them take guns. Oh yes. We go still resist them. So if you the boss, you don't explain the development we do in a parliament, we therefore trust you with the secretary generalship, because this is the 21st century. It's all about transformation. I explain to people how you transform parliament from one stage where you meet to the other. But you don't have such qualities. You don't have such capacity. So it's the boast with na thuggery. The thug will come off Alabata, you hear like a Kamajo. We are not afraid of Kamajo. Come and tell you, the crown cause we have Temaboro. The team they have been tea. You guys know exactly what happened during the war at a later date. We're not going to history here. We don't want to go into war again. We want peace. But let me say this, the APC is equally ready. And some of us, me, Honorable Lahai Marah, I'm going to play a pivotal role in the next elections. We know they allow people away, not to politicians, definitely. And that is why we are not going to give stranger the flag bearer. We are going to search for a politician who understands and who is ready to be president. Look at what happened with the tripartite recommendation. Because we put people in who are not politicians, guess what they do? Then go accept the SLPP ideology. Everything about the tripartite recommendation, now the SLPP ideology, where them they want for put in a parliament, the previous 2018 parliament, we do not succeed for do. We know you guys are not going to deal with census. We know, we understand. Because in the tripartite recommendation, when I say 2 years, when the census results are available, we are not for use that data there. We know you are prepared to use the PR. Come on, let us use it. We know you are prepared to use the NACRA ID cards for the next elections. We are going to resist them. Because in the tripartite recommendations, you place it there that the next election, NACRA ID card them for use. Come on, NEC is going to register people again. You attempted it 2018, it don't work. Listen, Para. The 2018 parliament been get a rough ride because we know the people who been there. And this election is going to be rough and tough. And listen, Para and the SLPP. We are very strong and determined to resist you people. I know you talk about you all chances and Falaba, then even Kone result where he release, where he rigged for make sure say una get 2 seats. He manage una forget 2 seats. Where he release and give una 10 councillors, he give me 8. He knows he not even reach 69. Even the fake result, he not reach 69. I have them, I will release them. The Kone result. And we on Tally Center tells we different thing. We won the elections in Falaba. But listen, Paran Tarawally. May the SLPP make you Secretary General. Because you not get no quality. You cannot transform the SLPP. Definitely that's exactly what you've demonstrated. You can't transform the SLPP. Campaign on a transformative agenda. Even if you get thugly tendency, don't say it. But I know do pump na parliament. Come and tell you waiting happen at the judiciary nine work. The thing where they talk so about the speakership, before we go parliament, the judiciary don't inject about 27 members of parliament from the APC side. And we equally petitioned 30 of them. That is why when some of them people they come in, then they talk about flag bearer business with the vex, especially people who them been at the judiciary. Some of them lawyers there. We're not keep happy with them. We know what they do. So waiting the judiciary do now. Now for inject them 27 members there and make them not participate. So that we now go win the elections. And waiting happen, we resisted in the well. We all come and say no elections. When I call the police then come at the well, then tear gas in at the well, and then do what? They use gun, then push we off the parliament. Then we vote to ourselves. The speaker then, now we vote for him. Now impose Abbas Bundu. Oh no, so you will done. You cannot do that. It's either the president, the police, or the judiciary. Everything you they do now just clack. Now for just take note and give command. In fact, you can't even give command because the speaker now in the head of parliament. You're not just an administrative head. You're not just an administrative head. We able for account for a penny in a parliament. Presently, we know you are frustrated because with the present leadership, the present speaker and the deputy speaker, they allow you for operate. So you just want for vacate, commodity. You want to go sit down for protect yourself as the SLPP Secretary General. Come on, Paran. I wish them put you as the SLPP Secretary General. May face the next coming APC. It is not going to be the type Samura Kamara type of leadership. Oh no. We will go say more, we go into dialogue. No way. It's going to be the APC and nothing we don't want for you and we're ready for resist. Let me say this. We fully prepared for resist. And if the police do not do their work according to the constitution, we will treat them as rebel. Definitely will treat them. We get respect for the constitution. That is the APC party. We maintain the constitution. That is the APC party for sure. And also we expect the police for me to serve the nation, not for serve a political party as they don't do in the past. Madabio can get away with him because he's a lucky man. But no other person else will be able to go away with him. Falaba is going to be APC. Definitely they are very prepared this time. And that is why we are sensitizing them. And that is why they don't begin the aware. Omar Paran Tarawally, you know Falaba. You know. You know say Falaba na area who person they threaten nobody with guns. You know. And when the police then the Yeribo Falaba, then they become scared because they understand who that na Falaba. They know. They know you know exactly what they say. When you can go Falaba na eyes, you know they appear nobody no sabi yourself na Falaba. You just they use government property. The last time of parliamentary vehicles they use the canvas all around. Kelly Conte turn the place like a military barracks. And Mount AA before and behind. At the end of the day, what you can't tell Mother Bill, they say, now you know more able for make, if Falaba, SLPP get that kind of result now Falaba, now because of you, the Falaba stakeholders, they know they do fuck all. So it's even do then sack them all. Now that you tell Mother Bill, now that you present. Somebody who a strong member of the APC no go dare do them thing and it happen na Falaba and Kwenadugu. It also happen inside Kono. And when they see them people and then they come back now the limelight in the name of making peace. And without them, the APC won the elections. And the next APC, listen, we are ready, we determine, is going to be uncompromising in all fronts. Father, I swear to God, may the SLPP make you Secretary General. We know you are corrupt. You've been accused by your own, the Honorable Tawakonte, your Deputy Speaker. Recently, you employ your wife will not ever go work and some other staff. The way you mismanage the parliamentary resources, we know you are not decent. We know, we understand that you don't get capacity. The only thing you get now for toggery. We know, we well know that one day. And we know the SLPP government can be comfortable with una kind. We understand. But hey, listen. The APC party is also ready to put radical politicians in front. We are ready. From flag bearer first. Now they will start. And to the APC party, it's now time for more go the extra miles. This thing about nephew, this thing about me uncle and Piki, me brother and Piki, when it comes to committees, when it comes to political activities, now Ufambule will they put you for stop him. You the National Secretariat. For stop him. This thing of who is loyal to me. You know, when it comes to the work of the party, for stop him. The National Secretariat, you cannot do the work alone. You can't do them alone. Unamo we go beyond and bring people them on board where go get man face the APC party, the SLPP. You they see committees are being set. You they see one game policy, they appears in more than 10, 15 committees. One game policy. Just because it's related to somebody who is a stakeholder. How many of you are in the NAC who always divide yourself into committees? We need to go beyond. Come with people who get the mindset, the political mindset. Now that make everything about the tripartite report now a mess because it has no political benefits to the APC party. Many committee members then come and highlight one by referencing the report. Because that system, when they talk about tripartite recommendation, I knew we are not going to have the presidency anymore. Because they don't succeed for drag the opposition leader into the table. I knew from that onset. But I was expecting change in the political arena. Why make party agents not for able to supervise the southeast? I'm sorry. Why would party agents not for able to supervise the? Now then thing and they have been they expect for see that party agents them do not for touch them at any time in the southeast, then for able to monitor the elections. Make us state this. My observation tell me that we they get more voters for the APC in the southeast than how SLPP they get in the north and northwest. But the reality is, they go chase away party agents, then go intimidate them. Some of them then go kill them, then go chop them. And then thing and then maybe they expect for C. And also for stop the ECSL. Make them not take any decision aside the district and the region. If ECSL before tallied the elections per district, certified per district returning officers, the uselessness work on it will not for happen. So now then things that will be the one for see. But always we see now administrative focus corrects the administrative procedures of the MDAs and they. Telling us about the audit report for them to audit the finances of the ECSL. Who cares about them mismanaging the funds? Who cannot go hold them accountable? Say if census data don't available 2 years to election, don't know for use the data. Now that's SLPP one time. Now that's it. Now you see where then they drag the census business to 2026. Because after 2026, any census now we then do, will not use the data. And they don't want it. They want to continue with the PR. When I go give them that one day. For use NACRA, ID cards, now you see what thing they do? Then they give themselves ID cards now at a cheaper cost. Why to we, they know they do them. Now that's the one, and now that's when I go give them. But let me state this, it's not going to happen. We are going to do new registration, obviously. NEC, ECSL, they do new registration of voters. And at that registration of voters, now they vote by. We ready for resist that one day. We don't begin to discuss them already. Come, let me tell you, SLPP, we are way ahead and we prepare. On that note, I know they incite violence, definitely. But I no go also sit down and allow somebody for can chap me. Why I not see the police, no, they protect me right. We know that one day. We know say all the LUCs then, all 90% of them, now from one tribe, where that particular tribe, they make up the majority of the SLPP. We know the plan for that one and for protect the SLPP. We well aware of them kind of moves then they. And we also know say 90% of the LUCs, the local unit commanders, are from one region. And shamelessly, then think they happen in Sierra Leone. We also know say the civil society don't become quiet. They don't intimidate them. Either they don't bribe them, or some of them don't make them afraid. When you talk, you will not be given opportunities. So they don't decide for quiet. We know. We also know say the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists large. They're presently under the consolidated account. Then they receive subvention like any government entity now. So we know they cannot talk. We know that one day they're not able to write anything anymore. Slash. And that is why they themselves don't turn lobbyists. I remember when they issue arrest warrant for Thomas Dixon, Slash was all over. No, we get for negotiate and begin beg them. Without any statement, we will give an ultimatum for protect them people, their own right. We know. And all that thing then they na technique where SLPP they use for protect the regime. We know the biodata who is in charge, where they give them like life figures about the fighting corruption, about the press freedom thing. We see a lie data come out where Sierra Leone come 8 places upwards. All that thing and we know how they are being manipulated. And nobody is saying anything about them. We know definitely the SLPP. In fact, the president don't give up. He don't tell me say Sierra Leone is a democratic state. He cannot do it alone. He can't. He say just get for go. We know say they don't get any pointer the electricity business now is challenged. In fact, when you go to talk about electricity, then go talk about the previous administration of His Excellency President Kuruma. We know yesterday or the day before yesterday, I traveled to Kono and go back to Freetown. When I use the Kono road, I begin to think before 2012 how this road been there. During the rains, it's almost impossible for me to travel there with car. I use my car. I look at the roads. I was in Bo and Kenema. I look at the roads going to Bo and Kenema. And then you look at the Wilkinson Road. The other day, they go number 2. I attend Services Secondary School. During we own time, they able go there because now so mud, so poto or dust. I now see where their size and they all don't develop. I say, wow. Who's then God go give it again? And it's by coma in kind. We picking who don't born, who are first time voters, they don't know how them places then they been told. They don't know how each station been there. They don't know how the hillside bypass road been told like. They don't know. The first say alone as we did. Now movie no move. But the past government and Ernest by coma moved Sierra Leone from like a dust bin to waiting to on a silver platter. And we know say this government no able to do nothing. They're not even
All right, okay. You don't left. I think we're almost done. Part done. Most of the sensitive area that we mentioned. I don't know if they get we loud and clear because people them they say the line they break. But I think the area where we want to drop again. This information will bring come to na for them digest angle, simple, clear, better discussion, better analysis. Not be left for us day. The area where we get concerned, where the man will commit the crime himself, come and confess. That we pay attention to. Let's come back into history. Some boys then be sing a song where then call. Some boys then be singing then call themselves Kenema boys. Not so. Kenema boys sing a song where we go viral. People then be celebrate them, be praise them, and we always tell them now most of the time. Not that we're perfect, not that we know everything. No, just that sometimes we're critical, sometimes we caution, sometimes we think deeply. But tell us, then guy, listen to music. The thing is, some of you are just listening. Let's just be honest. Maybe one of the good thing where a lot of people they comment, they listen, and honestly, they say there's more wisdom in listening than in talking. How do you get? How do you laugh? When I listen Kenema Kenema boys then song, I put a red flag. I put question mark. Not so. I put question mark because the message was then greedy. They're not more or less they're not giving. Because technically, if them be giving, you not go talk. Not so. And we brother and greedy. But for let you just confirm the thing, they don't music. Now, and the music they go and pull. You know what I said? They don't catch themselves inside the same music. Can you imagine? So they don't settle there. You see, this is the reason why single-handedly we go like for praise and commend Sawait. I know they say because you don't kind of platform more or less. It's not about that. But when you look at consistency in message, it's just like the same person no more. Anyway, if it time permits we go drop for na Kenema boys. What I say I laugh, I say see the poverty an enemy. Poverty an enemy. In the law of cosmos, if you in the law of the cosmos, if you're not able to change the surrounding will change. And for let you be honest in an environment we're full of corrupt people, difficult. Perhaps maybe the boys then they look saying, there was also an allegation back of Gideon Moore. But then to then talk me, just bring and come, and go to one of the lot come, lot finish on the side. It's painful, not so. We're not able to get any, to be honest, we'll not get any credible, sober, strong voices there where actually they fit for salon. If one person begin to talk, this should not be remember other person don't sides of the destroy. And then see how they happen. So not to what SLPP they do so today, not to say APC not try anything, just that this one is obvious because and this administration it appear as if they're under military administration. You understand? If you are like the rule of law, the constitution has been suspended. Even though it do, still get constitution, but most of the things what they do, of course, that's what they and they bypass the. It's difficult to. So generally, sincerely speaking, the only people who get for facts and stand for salon that you will truly, truly love the country. Any political affiliation. I will not say let person not join political party, but at times when it comes to the interest of the state, come out and say it. Come out and support. Be fearless. Be critic. Look at the sacrifice what a lot of people do. Some people, I won't get salon, but they can't go to sale simply because of them. And not to say sometimes job no day or we for do, we get job. But you look at and say, again, if you not do this or if you not join for other voices there, even when you don't left your job, and rest, you haven't retired, go to country, you don't get peaceful. So this is the logic. So I'm made them tired this I know they would say, well, you go tired, you go walk, you get tired. Okay, I guess alone. I get me country, like gonna me country. If you go meet a lot of people are why make them not able to return go to salon. So one key thing, the health. The poor medical facility in the country. A lot of people that make them prefer for they die, then bury there. Because we all get for die, but not go die with that painful, slow die where certain thing will not for kill you, go kill you just like that. So if we not talk now, by the time when they retire, we know they get a peaceful environment too. And then come to work and we said, now people in sacrifice, now people in talk, now people in timapo. No, then build up a society, advocates over a long period of time, generation upon generation after generation, until now, more than still they talk. So again, both the SLPP and the APC, they all get their flaws there. But we all concentrate on the person within power for call and home, say, power not to forever. Then laws they want to put, then system they want to create. Then kind of manipulation will they create, so I don't set bad precedent. Because if another government can potentially consider for the same, which is most likely happening, we see commission of inquiry, we in a beautiful idea. We will now be the following for a very long time. Support, praise. I was so happy for Madam. I was so, first with the right, with the support Madam BO. I will go after people that were so wicked because during APC time, we see, in fact, EBK was on record for say, let people not eat Ebola money. But I'm sure plenty people listen to that clip. Let people not eat Ebola money. Now, other people then go look at and say, what the EBK be try for say? You can eat any other money, but Ebola money, blood money. So so both sides, it is saying that be challenging, environments. But again, if you want to be more honest to yourself, say there was a time in the history of Sierra Leone, 2012, where the economy was one of the fastest, and you can forget going in at the wall, by nominal rate. you get economic, you get the real GDP growth, and you get the nominal one. But nevertheless, whether not nominal or whether not real growth thing is, that was a record to show that. And a lot of people that don't go big credit to back. But again, the reason why I make all the time with serious pressure, the civil society takes some of the key role here today. They are done, they are dead. Anyway, let me take you back into the mic. Somebody they say the mic. Check the mic, please. Really? If it's the mic get problem, the mic get problem. Any problem with the mic? Any problem with the sound? Any problem with the sound? Sit down. All right. Okay. Anyway. All right. Okay. Let me take you to Parliament. What they can just now. Let's take you to Parliament.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah.
All right, now listen to the Speaker of Parliament. Listen to the Speaker of Parliament, which he say, all right, you look okay now. People can see, look. All right, okay, thank you very much. All right, Lord, listen to the Speaker of Parliament. What they can just now.
It is becoming worse by the moment. In the circumstances, by next week, I'm going to call a meeting of this entire House in Committee Room 1, so that we have a conversation on attendance and, of course, punctuality. I think something has to be done. Something definitely has to be done. This thing did not just start yesterday. It's been there forever. It's been there over the last 15 years. We've been here. We have to do something to correct this. So by next week, I will announce the date in due course. We'll have to go to Committee Room 1, all of us, so that we all agree as to what to do, which punitive measures or which sanctions we should put in place to ensure that members attend and on time. Because we cannot continue like this. This is becoming extremely embarrassing for the entire House. And we cannot allow a few of us to embarrass this House. Where Mr. Speaker has to come for nearly an hour before we have a quorum. This should not continue. So by next week, I'm going to call a meeting so that we all agree, so that somebody does not say, a member does not say, Mr. Speaker is high-handed, it was Mr. Speaker's decision. We all have to meet and agree as to what to do going forward. But we cannot continue like this. I've been here nearly 1 hour for us to get a quorum. Why is that? Why is that? This is becoming extremely embarrassing. And this is something I am not ready to accept. I know it's been happening, but we should not make that the culture of this House. This is the people's House. I urge members of Parliament to take their work seriously. You have all been elected by the citizens of this country to work in the interest of this nation. But it seems some of us do not even care as to why we are here. So I think we all need to meet and have a conversation.
All right, anyway, let's just fast forward, and there's this, we see the, of course, within the refer to themselves as embarrassing moments for them. And people, and they collect money. But I'll just take you back into history. Not to say, now, free the Google. I'll take you back into history. Let's see how much they paid how much they pay these guys. We know they go.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok.
This BNTM, the social media na salon, flop with one document which sound like bill will leak and get for do with the Salon Parliament and member them of Parliament and the Welfare Act of 2022. Part 2 of this leaked document, they talk about the salary and other condition of service for the Speaker of Parliament, the leader them of political party them, the Clerk of Parliament, and member them of Parliament. The first paragraph of this part talks say, and I quote, the salary and other conditions of service of the Speaker of Parliament shall be exactly the same as that of the Vice President of the Republic. Women say the salary and other conditions of service for the Speaker of Parliament for be exactly the same, just like the Vice President in Leone, and not enough for commodity. The second paragraph of part 2 of this leaked Parliamentary Welfare Acts say, and I quote, the salary and other conditions of service of the Deputy Speaker of Parliament shall be exactly the same as that of the Chief Justice. Women say the salary of the Deputy Speaker of Parliament for be just like the Chief Justice in Leone and not enough for commodity. The third paragraph of part 2 of this leaked documents say, and I quote, the salaries of members of Parliament shall be the same as that of the ministers of government. Women say, MP them, forget salary and other condition them of service, like motoka and other one them, just as minister them, and not enough for be different. The fourth paragraph of this document continue, and I quote, the salary and other conditions of service of the Clerk of Parliament shall be exactly the same as that of the Solicitor General. Women say, the Clerk of Parliament forget salary and other condition them of service, just like the Solicitor General. And the part where don't make plenty people don't talk about this leaked document. Now part 3, we show the allowance and other benefits them of member them of Parliament. The first paragraph of part 3 of this leaked document say, and I quote, a member of Parliament shall be entitled to the medical equivalent of 15,000 United States dollars per annum as medical allowance. Women say, member of Parliament get right for get medical allowance of $15,000 when a couple we pass 150 million loans every year for medical. Under this same part 3, it talks a MP them forget $25,000. We pass 250 million loans for buy motoka and forget 45-liter fuel every week. And any member of Parliament will they travel out of salon, either official or on medical, for travel under business class na plane and plenty other facility them. We MP them forget if this document we don't leak, fend himself that the well of Parliament and MP them agree for them for make it be law. As all this to be, it's still not clear yet as to outside this leaked document, where they now let bill come out, either from the ruling SLPP or the opposition APC, C4C or NGC, or if not all the MP them get one word for sake of this document. And although the Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Dr. Abbas Chernobundu, named in at the ending of this document, he not signed this document, we still put doubt if really the Speaker of Parliament nobody's documents. But after we plenty people don't condemn this documents, we make them fat demand here for MP them. The Clerk of Parliament, Honorable Paran Tarawally, inside one press release Wednesday, don't say this document no reach yet na the Salon Parliament, and the office of the Speaker and the Clerk of Parliament no get any idea about them. The press release carry on say although na the right of MP them for prepare and table bill na Parliament under Standing Order 61. It say Parliament want to make the public know say they no get anything for do with this bill we don't leak. Not only first and this way MP them na the Salon Parliament, they bring up this issue.
Okay, let's just stop here. Paran, that now one of the first casualty we be do, with people and don't suffer. This leaked document were then deny first because the thing be one on social media. Later on, then go pass this bill in Parliament from to be ban a very, very late hour, then pass the bill. Where Paran will be pulled statements earlier on denying the bill, end of this bill. You see, We understand the arguments, the need, blah, blah. But when you look at the economy, you look at the average salary, they pay you $15,000. They give $15,000 per medical every year. They give 25,000 for Mutka, 45 liter, and you get for fly business class. All these demand a excess and pure witch. Now get all that way with it. Pure witch, selfishness, because truly a country where they struggle with even basic medical equipment like gloves, like maybe syringe, just basic. Then they look like one video on the share on social media. I think I know if in a Kenema hospital bar, when it was hospital dirty, you know, but the no day people it's just to for see. If you genuinely love the people, will not say let possible. I mean, now the right of every worker for ask for pay rise, but you get for doing in a manner way when they say humane, you only do like savagely. It's not like savagely. They not just care. But anyway, so the point what they make here is with all these fat demands what they get, where we understand pass this bill, now they're not even. But yet still, the salary they run, all other benefits they still do. Would I go talk for the people now? Where they end up for talk for the people and then they deal with the people and so I don't know. I don't know if they get that. But right, these are people that were supposed for team up the talk for the people but certain things and where then they feel say perhaps then deserve or maybe they raise concern, make advocacy network or maybe team up for the constituency. But if then they behave this kind of way, so just like going to say, what are the police? Would I go talk for the people? Where they handle the talk for the people? Let's say they go to parliament, but they collect fat salary. We are in deep trouble, seriously. But I believe everything at time that make fire not go hot. This fire, we all on light, so you can continue for fun. Put small gasoline panel, so take a blow to a point that when we say something, I mean the government itself will pay attention. In other words, then we'll feel threatened seriously. Anyway, now we just tap here. It's quick. Okay, yes, we'll be the time for talk about anyway. We're gonna play the song now because we look at and say, but not just worth it for the song now. Technically, more or less, you don't pay them. So that period, they don't go pay them or whatever how the people in the allege, it don't work for them, because thousands of people listen. Well, I'm sure plenty of people don't listen. They listen to old music, go and talk, and you listen to the new one, you shake. But again, maybe know it too. So, like I say, I think that very few critical voices there in terms of music in itself back then, for good the Emerson, the blood, the Sawai, Papa Baja and the blow, jungle leaders and blow. A lot of people are there and blow, but now not quite. So I think the only serious face right now is still continue. So now we're going to the international stage. Now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty.
Continents rallied under the unified call of Hands Off the AES to express their solidarity with Burkina Faso and its revolutionary leader, Captain Ibrahim Traore. Demonstrations were held in Burkina Faso, Ghana, and Liberia, led by grassroots organizations and people's movements. Protesters strongly condemned foreign interference and affirmed their support for the country's resistance against imperialist destabilization. Meanwhile, The alliance is broadening and expanding across the region. Here is our cover report.
For a fortnight, Ouagadougou has been boiling. Reason? Burkinabe are tired of how the West, in particular France and America, are mistreating their leader, Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Traoré has been making waves across the continent following a scathing comment made by a U.S. General Michael Langley when he appeared before Senate committee hearing on the U.S.-Africa call.
I see this, and I don't mind calling them out, but Captain Traoré and Burkina Faso, as they know that both, whether it's their gold reserves, that is all those proceeds are just in exchange to protect the junta regime.
Thousands of demonstrators gathered in Burkina Faso's capital, waving national flags and holding posters of their interim leader. The rally follows the junta's recent claim of thwarting a major coup plot against its rule. Addressing protesters, Burkinabe Prime Minister Jean-Emmanuel Ouedraogo said the protest action is to make imperialism tremble.
Some will not sleep tonight, but their nightmare will last because we are standing ready until final victory.
Times have changed. The generation has also changed. And never again will we accept another Sankara, another Lumumba, another Gaddafi assassinated as in their time.
Les mots comme la démocratie, les droits de l'homme.
Yeah, so Fambo, that's a lot of countries there, even Jamaica, even some partner France, of course, section Guyana, UK, many places there, this solidarity protest, especially where that General would talk some statements with suspecting possibly there will be some kind of intervention for policeman. But anyway, we'll keep an eye on that. We just watch quickly the Hamas and Israel.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok, in case you don't know.
Where in the last hour, a senior Hamas official has told the BBC that any negotiations or engagement with Israel are pointless while the current blocking of aid into Gaza continues. It comes after Israel's Security Cabinet approved a plan to greatly expand the offensive against Hamas in Gaza, with tens of thousands of recruits being called up. The EU says it fears the plans could lead to more casualties and suffering, and the United Nations Secretary has also expressed his concern. Let's speak to our Middle East correspondent, Yolande Nell, who's in Jerusalem. Tell us, why do we think the Israeli government is doing this now?
Well, really, this is quite an extraordinary escalation that the Israeli government has announced. It said for the first time, really, that it could well stay in all of Gaza, in effect, occupying it. That is the current strategy. What it's trying to do at the moment is to put pressure on Hamas, really to destroy it and to try to bring back by force the remaining hostages that it's holding. It's thought that up to 24 could still be alive and held in the Gaza Strip. Now, at the same time, we do have President Trump, who is due to visit this region just next week to meet Arab Gulf countries. So we've had, some pointing out that Israel's plan comes at this moment where we've had, on the one hand, this real collapse in recent ceasefire efforts, and then a possible window of opportunity with President Trump coming to the region. And so that's why Israel seems to have made this plan and laid it out right now. It will take some time to implement, to call up all of those reservists and to get them into place. And there is, of course, the suggestion that's coming particularly from the US and from Israeli voices too, that this could be a moment for some new sort of innovation. But then we've got from this senior Hamas official, a reminder that we're at the moment more than 2 months into a situation where all aid has been blocked going into Gaza by Israel. We've got these warnings coming out on a daily basis of how the humanitarian situation in Gaza is deteriorating. Warnings too that starvation as a method of warfare is, in itself a war crime, and that Hamas really trying to put its own pressure here to get some action on aid being allowed back into Gaza.
Do you get a sense of how widely supported this is by people in Israel for the country to expand its military operation in Gaza?
I mean, we have seen some really sort of notable comments in the past day since this plan was really outlined with the Hostage Families Forum, the main support group for those supporting the hostages, basically saying that the government has chosen, acquiring territories over the hostages, and they have sought to have a meeting with the Israeli military chief of staff to ask how he is expecting to try to protect the lives of their loved ones during this intensification of the operation expected to gather pace after President.
All right, so again, that's not the latest news with the war with Israel, Gaza, with Israel. The war not stop at any time, and it continues. Talk so right now about today, serious casualties and take place. And like I said, we'll try to get to brother. They give you on that area there, and we prefer Sunday safely. So Fambul, if you just join me today, we welcome you. We'll look at Lahai pull some kind revolution response to Paran statement. We boast back then. Sure say manipulate for speakership. We also talk about members of parliament or the salary. Issues that we discuss. If anyone interests you, please consider on the comment section and the open. Take you can just now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok, in case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to his sweet mama alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salon. Anytime where you pay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, oh yeah, now we for turn up Tanga one, inside Sierra Leone, let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok, where bring information about Salon. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok, where bring information about Salon. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in Komon-Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in Komon-Tok.
All right, yes, Fambul, we don't come now the other part of the program. We now you turn for talk, and we get the first caller on the line. Yes, Abdul, you get the platform. Go ahead.
Hello, Mr. Komon-Tok. Hello to everyone. Mr. Komon-Tok, I get a question for you.
Okay.
You feel say if they bring Traoré to Sierra Leone, they go accomplish the same way we accomplish on in country?
Well, it depends on the mindsets of the.
The mindset now one Sierra Leone no stand that standing. The foundation no good. We get minerals still unable to attract people. The government they struggle for pay people right now.
Yeah.
Now many days this so for let them go embark on nine kind agricultural projects and the way it do so just take that no more. We not be able because we not get the money. And the reason make I they talk this year, you know, then we African region did a copy. When somebody know where the country economy they struggle like we own, they are around be like we are the go over through. Then at the end of the day, the people begin to look and say, hey, they look like say yesterday better past today.
I guess.
You know, so me that now one worry than the we are get because Sierra Leone economy is really bad. You know, for the MPs there. If the economy healthy, me I made them pay them well. If they not do their job, then we can get something for see. You know, then look at the president. No, people in the field say, well, this man they fly. And just the money of the jets, no money and they pay attention. No, assume $150,000 for just the flight. If you look at records, so we know they come up for the per diem way in the take and the per diem way in where they take. Now, either about the same money or more than that. What about the entourage them? The per diem, what they get? You want to tell me, say, approximately that man for the travel 500,000 in some flights there?
Yeah, I think you make points because, in fact, I lead said to the firing of Lara Taylor Pierce because of the result and the seats there, and not one. But coming to the first question where you asked regarding whether Traore could do something at the country. You see, sometimes I not just want to believe say nugget. I want to strongly believe say there are many Sierra Leoneans where get some money. Some do not get the money.
But they people money them more.
What that is ever talk. Sierra Leoneans they do not get the money like the physical cash, but they get the connection, then get the networking for being calm. A lot of people
that I agree with you.
Yeah, a lot of people when we know. Yeah. A lot of people when we know the only reason why for now they're not able to make investments in Salo because of the climate we did, the political climate. So assuming we get somebody like Traore, we build. You see, leadership is all about where the people and give blessing. A leadership theory is the only story, but tell you see the situation and leadership gets a lot of people like well the consensus that God leadership comes from God and are anointing something. If the people are not get, if you don't get the blessing of, trust me, you will struggle. And if you get the people there, look like back then, I'm sure you fully remember this. During APC time, people were willing, they beg for pay within city rates. I think that George Albert MBD, then they collect city, people in the way, they're willing, because people are willing. So Traore, the reason make it succeed now Burkina Faso because the people in the behind. You know, I get some information where I don't know how to use it. They say people literally sleep in the streets where you say perhaps some kind of a little bit of the one can overthrown. So it depends. If somebody counts in spirits, the leader counts in true spirit will go move ginger away.
Well, I think Mr. Komon-Tok, now you start to answer my question.
All right.
The leadership therefore identify the potential of the country and work towards that. You know, I don't care waiting people talk about Putin because of their rubbish kill paper. You will see the kind of president who been there before and that drunkard. You will see our Russia economy been there. A country where in a struggle for produce billionaire. Where Putin come, the first thing he say he want to develop Russia economy. He develop to a point where even the number one fool, you know, envy them for that. With all the bad dollar man, they bad. They make sure say there was a time in Russia they produced the fastest billionaire there, not the world. But this Ukraine nonsense no more. If that's a plan for them. You know, wait and wait. Take advantage of what we get and get a plan for the country. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your contribution. All right. Yeah. All right. I hope so we get some clear. The line, I don't know why they struggle today. All right. Okay. Now we rush Let me rush quick one on the comment section. Let's see what we'll be able to do. All right. We had another voice. Okay, this one. This one. We had another voice here. Yes. Call outside the call from.
Yeah, that's the Komon-Tok. Yeah, me and Ahmed, I call from UK.
Yeah, Ahmed, you get the platform. Go
ahead. Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, I think you don't analyze the right thing about governance system, because which they make the streets and the people and the economy. Today, economy is what people care about. But the little we get, 90% they use for fly. You see? So how would they build the economy? How we will build the economy when the little we get, now in the head of states, now in the use for pass. We're continuing saying the dollars for what they get. And it's time for improve, the medical system, the time for come with lights, and time for come, the people are happy. Hence the people are happy with you. Believe in me, they don't even know what's in a hunger safe. Because if all man go fetch for making able to get something for it for himself. They don't put pressure. And that will not get today. And then, when you play with this guy in audio, Lahai Marah, to me, Lahai Marah, now one of the architects for destroy, Sierra Leone for the side this today. Because I can remember vividly, there was a time the African Express received a letter written by Lahai Marah, where the African Express exposed the way they did at that parliament in the 5th parliament. And now one of the strong supporters of Terry Koko, they defend us strongly. These are the guys then today. Because if you narrate all our parents and how he be, these are the kind of person that the parliament and maybe expose and that kind of person they can impose on us all to do. The removal of our members then. So what you want to tell me? He just can't help we again for expose. But all what he talk about, Samura now, because of the kind leadership and this, it's not about the leader. What about you now? As core members of that APC party, now you talk, say they want to win Falaba district. You have evidence, you get, how they manipulate the system. Now the same thing people in the fight for so. They want to see on the back seats. I'm not looking for support the people. When I get evidence of rigging, evidence of rogue, but when they single out one single individual, say because of Madabio, na Samura in kind, I make it make so. Una na talk, una able fetch. Why una not fetch? Why una sit on the back seat? My brother, it's sad with them people there. Them people there sometimes they just feel say we fool or we stupid. Of Naimike they behave, they can't talk and can't spice the people there and feel say people go buy that. And they say they don't know. They don't get no stake. If you just sit there and keep quiet, say nothing even. Because
thank you.
The key player.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we put you also with this today, brother. As soon as we did at the 5th parliament, you know what happened. All them bad lawyers that they will find to PR system.
Sense and nobody not in a sense. Nobody they know not to sense. They all gets their own side way at least them.
But they all now they talk. And in a big key player because we receive a letter from where is right to the African Express, where tell nobody they expose them player. All of them at the 5th parliament. And then
All right, Ahmed, we had another voice. Thank you very much. We take another voice. Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, who's the call from?
Yeah, good evening. I call from Freetown.
All right, you get a platform.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We just go back and forth with certain things there. I believe, say me, what things like I don't come bring out so. Now, for all with for me take responsibility at the end of the day because all don't talk on exactly the truth. So what do they look on now? How now they go about and because they don't talk and say so they not get for left and get now that's for don't for can go take we to say Samura Kamara and the push way responsible for us how they so instead you want they support and they shift blame. They gaslight people then. When people in the come for talk, when they go and bring somewhere business is done and dusted and tell them you don't talk. Because now talk say, he say election not to do or die, politics not to do. Why do people and still go and fasting innocent people will be lying out and then beaten a parliament for what they pull in 10 pounds. Then punish and beaten. You know, the one parliament here would have beat another parliament. You know, people like you can't talk say then a parliament and not talk. Someone are waiting they do. All these countries they say then I lie in the lie. The man they come up for do nothing. I say you won't allow me. I did this no. Then when they come out statements, they get the people who they come back and say they perfect for electoral justice. Now the very man this. First one begin address the man as His Excellency. Now the very man this where in company they want to take step, we say no, una go, una wait first. And the very man this when talk select people and go when people and all we say una go vote no more. And the very man this will say with protest, when people are not gather for protest, he say let people all go like na the host. And the very man this way he say APC party office, they don't go on there, then this for kill them. Then in the country we say that politics not so great. People are left free but Samura business. So no one here about that mandate. The man are rich.
No? Well, this man talk of, but end of for all right, we had another voice. Yes, call this one. This one. Okay, now we continue with the comment section. Yeah, that is second. Yeah. All right, this is one. And now we continue with the small. Kakun, they say Samura done a long time ago. That man selfish. Selfish them. Somebody they say Julius they say money is running out of Bank of Sierra Leone. Our economy will soon collapse. Records no more drug money. And somebody they say I saw too they say Mr. Komon-Tok na God they talk for we in a salon. We God see. And Abdul Tarawally said the speaker need to talk about the present and the future. Embarrassing way connive for bribe opposition parliamentarian for remove a prestigious auditor general. See, they say none of them know they own sense. When in talk, you visit and none. All of them then gets, they must get their own default. But focus, they say in the last 7 years, the SLPP have dug their own grave. I feel sorry for those SLPP party supporters who solely rely on party politics to achieve their dreams in life. A bad precedent has been set. And Usman Toure say, Mr. Komon-Tok, this guy is correct. I am in the United States. I was in college in Milton Magai between 1996 and 97 with Paran, known as Umaru Tarawally. Even at a student, it was violent. And all right, so we had this one. Yeah, Wheeler from New Jersey. Yeah, you get the mic.
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok, good evening. This is Jamila from New Jersey.
Yeah, I'm saying the side if you get the mic.
The movie na reality to the person. Mr. Komon-Tok, what in this NP talk, this man you na reality now the person. What in the reality to the person Samura, again for telling supporters, Samura na a very strong man in the APC. Again for telling supporters, say nothing. The age also, the kind way God make me, to that massive the type, basic right or whatever, that they come out and support the next flag bearer for you. Let Samura come on a road. They come on a road. They don't try. Yes, Samura don't make Bokuti in a saloon. They don't walk. But they tell the supporters, they are this year, so this man they call Mother Bill. They are not able to. Yeah, they come out, not a young man, them, one flag bearer on a civilian, one ex-combatant from captain rank upwards, forbidden only made for APC. Mr. Komon-Tok, 2028.
You mean and then Paolo Conte then?
No, Paolo Conte. Not for another one. Then get boku soldier man, they would say APC. Now there will no more than anything there. Most of only mates, they know the elector me, wouldn't make that flag be out. When I pick what's in the pickup.
Yeah.
Then go search, then get soldier man, the insider country, they would for APC. When I APC, so what I register.
But SLP back, if you then do that strategy back, that's a good do the same thing. Because more or less we see the same.
Now, that's for B.
We see the same.
Where APC gets. Now, man, be okay for conduct this election, Mr. Komon-Tok. I see defending from where don't begin defending for Kabawe, where that green for Chita Kabawe. Now, reality to the person now. The reality to the person now. This audio, this man put now. You know, it don't show so. It don't show say 2028. This is salute. Marabio, they ready. You know now Samura, you can talk one talk with him, you can lock. And at the lock, na any man talk so. Then I lock you get, only meet up Samura 210, and lock, na God get so. Because that, this 2023, I mean, any other person apart from Samura, to God, you know, this come off fine. And as well, 2028, this man, you know, they left farm. If they left farm, they would damage this country.
Yeah.
Everything they do. For example,
Falaba.
They go there, yes, it dress like a major for go and both people there. Paran Tarawally. I don't tell you, say the only time way, now that's why they come out. The only time way you get the best person that you want to know. How you take power here?
Jibila, thank you very much for your contribution. All right. So again, Lowy come back. Abdul Aziz, they say, sir, you talk like you don't agree, say the SLP 2023, then get the election with PCC been win. Mira Dumbuya, they say, I think for the Musa, they say, listen to this young man, you have already threatened violence and you have to make it public. You are talking to critical brains. I think I can come up with this. A man not threatening no violence, he say, then try any, then go resist. Now, if you see, now stick stone. And this one is more from Saidu. He say the boldness of Paran Tarawally to express his own act to change result for election of speaker in Sierra Leone Parliament exposed that their wickedness of our democratic processes. How can we have a rotten political systems and processes and we expect Sierra Leone to grow? The state of affairs in Sierra Leone is man-made and can only be changed by the intervention of genuine reforms. These guys seek their individual gains and benefit than the progress of our nation. You know, this is the problem. This will face sincerely. We get serious deficits when it comes to people that we actually call statesmen. There is a stark difference between statesmen and politicians. Which we get, I will say probably, I'm not going to get any credible statistics, but the majority of those people in politics are politicians. Politicians, we know how they behave, they just care simple themselves and families, nothing more, nothing less. They can use whatever tactics for money. Just forget what they want. When you get statesmen, we don't, these are people that we genuinely, sincerely, they engage in serious and genuine reforms, not only for the present generation, but also for the future generation. And that now the people that we will lack. We don't get them much. Not saying not deep, but some of them, because of the kind politics, so they don't want to go into politics. The environment's not conducive for them. So again, we can't just give up. This is always that's what they only for. Even though we don't talk of all these problems, we'll come back to you see, we get a choice. We go decide for something, you know what? No, we just left our so everybody move on. But again, we also get a choice for decide for say, maybe we'll keep on fighting until things get changed. And anything we do, you forget to say the faith, the belief says this is a possibility. If you don't get a possibility, if you don't believe what you do, that doubt to the undermine you, they motivate you. And that's not a key thing. Every blessed day, and more or less, people energized with the same spirits. Every blessed day, that's not one of the things going. It's a faith, it's a belief, and it's the love for the country. Every blessed day, people in there at least forgive them in time. Country. Anyway, I'll push on small. Let take 10 more text messages. Bona left with this Komon-Tok. Una all make SLP suffer. We APC una not serious. And this one they come from Martha say why now una they say stuff like this. Same to 3 and then pence. Sorry. And Bintu say then come say case no the rotten. Then come say case no the rotten. This Paran self say broke for the chief speaker God as okay. Okay. Yeah, yes, me. Thank you very much for joining us. Calvin say. Yeah, Dauda, thank you for joining us. Yes. Okay. It's time for joining us. You're welcome. It's not like and this now. I get for pay. The finding for very strong. Therefore, the 10% because not a small finding. Don't say if you post one take excuse, you have a right to that. One boycott, you have to take. You have a right to that. East side marital. Once they don't program, when last you call out the program, test, text a comment, and you tell me how many programs they watch per month, how many programs they watch per week, all of them decide whether actually want you, whatever you yourself, this community, law and order before day. It's not law and order community. This anyway. Let's start the break up. Anyway, we'll go try for fix the mic probably tomorrow. For small break up tonight. We will do best. I hope say not too but tomorrow we'll do best for make sure say I'm early for some. Stay strong. All right, so we see we said tomorrow. Until then, I'm Mr. Komon-Tok.
But you must listen very carefully to your enemies, because sometimes they tell you the truth that you do not want to hear but need to hear. Sometimes you are surrounded by a coterie of people who pretend to be your friends, but they are not. They are friends of the office that you hold and the things and the doors that you can open for them. That requires discernment. That requires detachment. That requires focus. That requires selflessness. That requires intellectual firepower and spiritual contentment. Easier said than done. You know, power, it is said, corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. But I remember the great Tanzanian President Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere used to say that when you are called upon to serve, remember that you are not necessarily the best, but you've been given the honor and privilege of serving. That is why we call you honorable. That is why sometimes we even call you excellency, not because you are excellent yourself, but we expect you to do excellent things. If you surround yourself with the wrong people who will continue to worship you, very soon you get used to being worshipped, then you become a demigod, and you become hostile to truth, and you become attracted to flattery. The strength of character is very important, and power does not change people. Power reveals who you truly are or truly are. I've interacted with individuals even across this continent, men and women who mean well and they serve well. I was telling a friend of mine who is a senior politician in Kenya that one of the greatest hallmarks of a servant leader is that when he or she receives a letter from a citizen, he or she acknowledges the letter. And I've dealt with many African heads of state, and to their credit, quite a number of them, they will cause the letter to be acknowledged. In Kenya, which is my country, you write to leaders, they never respond. Never. Because there is arrogance, which is tragic. So what must one do when one gets into public office? Humility must never abandon you. I've had the opportunity myself of serving in public spaces in this country on 3 different occasions. And in my view, have never changed. I've always realized that power is temporal, and that you only do your bit and leave. As William Shakespeare once said, all the world is but a stage. We have our comings and goings. If you remember that, you'll remember to always have humility as your shadow. Most African politicians, I'm very reluctant to use the word leaders when I make reference to most African politicians. They occupy positions of leadership, but they are not leaders, most of them. First of all, the intention with which they enter into leadership is the problem. They seek office because they love power and privilege and opportunity that it provides to them. They want to become wealthy, and the easiest and shortest avenue to wealth in Africa today is public office. With the minimum effort, you become a multi-millionaire. They go there in order to be worshipped, and they go there not to do the right thing. And once they have been in office, they do so many wrong things that it becomes dangerous for them to leave office. So their continued occupation of office is also to ensure that they enjoy immunity that comes with office. But when you are a good leader who does the right thing, you do not fear to leave office because nothing has changed. And I've seen leaders of that ilk in this part of the continent. And there are quite a number of sprinkling of leaders who have left office and are doing great things. Joaquim Chissano in Mozambique. Ifikepunye Pohamba in Botswana. People like my good friend Jakaya Mrisho Kikwete, Ali Hassan Mwinyi in Tanzania, Benjamin William Mkapa, Joaquim Chissano, as I've said, of Mozambique. These are people who have left office and nothing is happening to them because they are men and women of integrity. John Mahama of Ghana. There are quite a number of them now. across the continent who do not fear being out of office, and they are doing great things once they leave office. But there are others who will never leave office, because the day they leave office,
we talk about the health, we need that for survive. Make the system better so we people go thrive. Entertainment this week, the music, the flow, but we still go young, the things we need to know. Political leaders make when I hear the cry. We go talk, come here, no we no go line. I come on top, we dey stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Oh, come on top, you go hear we loud. We no go hide, we go make the proud. From saloon to the world, we dey stand the talk. Come here, we young, now we message for. Come on top, this now we voice. R&B soup, we dey make the choice. From politics to health, we dey stand firm. Migration and vibes, we dey come from. Come on top, now the place to be. We dey young and clear for you and me. Come on top, oh yeah, we dey. For the future, we dey pave the way. Oh, now we dey young for better tomorrow. No more tears, no more sorrow. We go shining like the truth must show. Come on top, together we go grow. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat. Come on top, where the minds commit. Come on top, this now we voice. R&B soup, we dey make the choice. From politics to health, we dey stand firm. Migration and vibes, we dey come from. Come on top, now the place to be. We dey young and clear for you and me. Come on top, oh yeah, we dey. For the future, we dey pave the way. Oh, come on top, oh yeah. We dey talk and we'll make we hear. From Freetown to the world, we go spread the news. Come on talk, now the platform we choose. Spread the news. Come on, talk, now the platform we choose. From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we no go shy. Migration stories should no go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Health and well-being, make we rise from we seat. This now we platform, we go speak the truth. For the young and the old, now we voice be the roots. Oh, come on talk, you go hear we loud. We no go hide, we gon' make we proud. From Salon to the world, we just stand and talk. Come here, we young, now we message for. Come on talk, this now we voice. R&B soup, we dey make the choice. From politics to health, we dey stand firm. Migration and vibes, we dey come from. Come on talk, now the place to be. We dey young and clear for you and me. Come on talk, oh yeah, we dey. For the future, we dey pave the way. We talk about the health, we need that for survive. Make the system better so we people go thrive. Entertainment this week, the music, the flow. But we still go young, the things we need to know. Political leaders make when I hear the cry. We go talk, come here, no we no go line. I come on top, we dey stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Oh, come on top, you go hear we loud. We no go hide, we go make the proud. From saloon to the world, we dey stand the talk. Come here, we young, now we message for. Come on top, this now we voice. R&B soup, we dey make the choice. From politics to health, we dey stand firm. Migration and vibes, we dey come from. Come on top, now the place to be. We dey young and clear for you and me. Come on talk, oh yeah, we dey. For the future, we dey pave the way. Oh, now we dey young for better tomorrow. No more tears, no more sorrow. We go shining like the truth must show. Come on talk, together we go grow. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat. Come on talk, where the minds commit. Come on talk, this now we voice. R&B soup, we dey make the choice. From politics to health, we dey stand firm. Migration and vibes, we dey come from. Come on talk, now the place to be. We dey young and clear for you and me. Come on talk, oh yeah, we dey. For the future, we dey pave the way. Oh, my talk, oh yeah. We dey talk and we'll make we hear. From Freetown to the world, we go spread the news. Come on talk, now the platform we choose. we go spread the news. Komon-Tok na the platform we choose.